succeed. It's a bold vision that we've stated, and that to help us achieve that vision, we have targeted 7 priority areas. Areas of school leadership, teacher training, curriculum assessment, early childhood education, TVET education, tertiary education. Essentially combine those 7 priority areas if addressed properly, and I think we have strategies in place to ensure that they are properly addressed, will help us achieve our vision. In addition to those priorities, we have what we call cross-cutting themes. One of those is the area of boys' education, which is a concern to all of us, the underperformance of boys in our schools. We do try to address that in all of the 7 priority areas. We're also looking at as a cross-cutting theme technology in education, the use of ICTs for instructional delivery, and also special needs education. There is another area that is that of literacy and numeracy improvement. Those areas are cross-cutting, and no matter which of the 7 strategic priorities, whether it's teacher training, we'll do boys education, we will be doing literacy, etc. Regional strategy, it is from birth to death, essentially. And when we look at the area of post-secondary education, this is where we're targeting those who need to catch up on the areas that they have missed out on. Well, the whole issue of access for us at this point in time, the 2 areas where we have the greatest challenges are at the early childhood development area, where across the region we still find that there are about 25% of our children who should be accessing this critical area of education, the early
So what does the data suggest as to why they're not?
And there's several reasons why we have 25% of them out, mainly because it's a private sector driven entity. Education at that level is mainly provided by private individuals, and this means that you've got to pay for it. And we're discovering that most of our persons who are not accessing education at that level can't afford to access, can afford to pay for the services. And so we have in different jurisdictions, governments have made the bold statement that they're going to offer universal access to early childhood education, and that means government is will be getting involved in a more tangible way. And I know in some of our countries they're using the fact that our primary school enrollment has been in decline, and that creates an opportunity for the additional space that is created at the primary level to turn those areas into centers of learning for early childhood, for our early childhood subsector. Also, the other area of concern where access is concerned is at the tertiary level. At the moment, less than 10% of our population are actually accessing tertiary education, and that remains a concern for us. Next week there is going to be a meeting of ministers of education to discuss that very issue. There is the initiative in many countries where they are seeking to extend their colleges or upgrade their colleges to university, to offer university level training. And we want to discuss that in the context of UWI that already exists and provides tertiary education, high quality tertiary education that's recognized worldwide, and we want to see how best there can be that collaborative work going on between our colleges and the UWI, and whatever other mechanisms that can be used to offer greater access to tertiary education. But as with the early childhood level, the issue of costs is one that faces everybody who seeks to access tertiary education at this point in time.